Okay, so I was wrong and I am not afraid to say when I'm wrong. So let's get into it. Hey, Kristen, girl, my bad. You did not give up the draws. I'm so proud of you. Listen, I think all of us can learn something from Kristen. I think after watching her in so many episodes, Kristen is top tier. Like, she is A1. She didn't take no hard feelings to him saying that he wasn't attracted to her. And then when she got with the girls to tell the girls, what happened that night, she was like, first things first, we are Team Mitch. Like, that's my husband. We are hoping for the best, regardless of the circumstances, the current circumstances. We are hoping for the best. And so we're Team Mitch, FYI. But let me tell y'all what he did. I love that. I love it. I mean, if you're going to tell it and you're going to stay, that's probably how you should preface it, just like that. So good for Kristen for not giving it up. Kristen said, I'm the captain now. My body, my choice. I do it when I want to. And we with that. So good for Kristen. Moving on, Miss Lindy. Miss Lindy gave up the draws, y'all. And I'm so happy for her because she got Miguel. Baby, Miguel was seeing stars. Miguel said he felt one with the universe. Come on, one with the universe. We all need that. We all need to feel one with Listen, Miguel turned Christian, 7-day Adventist on that ass. Miguel said, I felt holy. That is hilarious. I'm so happy for them that they're in a good space. But I do want to back it up when I'm talking about Miguel and Lindy, because we do see there's a little tension between them when it comes to this is 8 weeks. I don't know what's going to happen in 8 weeks. I think Lindy shared with the girls that like she wasn't really comfortable with where he is, and she wants to kind of like keep her guard up, although she did have sex with him, I guess. But she does want to keep her guard up in case this doesn't really work out in the 8 weeks. And she's not even comfortable with like the way that he kind of throws it in her face. But then later on in the episode, when they're all at the couple dinner and it's brought up, she's like, oh, no, I'm okay with it. Like, I got your back, baby. I don't really like it, but I understand. And I got your back. Let's take this as a lesson that perhaps the things that we're okay with within our marriage, we shouldn't share with other people. If once it comes to the group, you gonna be looking crazy because all the girls know that you got a problem with this, but you fronting in front of your man like you don't have a problem with this. So let's exercise keeping our lips zipped and not talking about our business to our friends, which is a perfect segue to Mr. Ben and Miss Morgan. Ben, you are dead wrong for sharing that girl's information with Justin. First of all, Justin's so soft, I don't even know why you told, because of course he was going to run his mouth to Alexis. That's a child. He want to get married and have a baby after 4 days. They are married. He want to spend the rest of his life with her and have a baby with her after being with her for 4 days. Of course he was going to tell her. So that was whack, and I was kind of mad at Justin for even sharing that information. I think Ben said he might have told Alexis. So maybe he was just being safe and like, hey, just in case the girls know, it's because I told Justin. So Ben also needs to take a lesson page from Lindsay. Don't go around telling your partner's business. She was trying to build that trust, that foundation, and he just completely broke that. Like she said, I don't really know how they get past it, but she's still in it and she still wants to win, and so she'll find a way. I think Ben is being super hard on her. She hasn't been able to tell her side of the story about what's going on with her dad and, like why that relationship is non-existent. And he's just like, well, I wanted somebody that was good with their family and I wanted somebody that was good with their finances. Like, but you came into a situation where you had no idea what this person was going to be. Sometimes I wish that these couples would just go find love and marriage on their own, because you have all of these high expectations for somebody you do not know. Relax on all of that. Their initial dinner was a complete snooze fest. yes, I was tired. Somebody wake me up until we get to the next scene because we're over it. The conversation between them on the beach where they discuss like, oh, you're not really a nurse because you're not done with school. That was a little more, meaty. And we see that Ben just needs to learn to keep his relationship business to themselves. They'll get past it. And she doesn't trust him anymore, and rightfully so. Moving on to Stasha and Nate. Stasha and Nate, I love the fact that Stasha said with us, like, we're building intimacy. Like, we're going to take these showers together. We're going to take these baths together. We're going to do all of these romantic things. So when the time comes for us to have sex, we have built such a, like, it'll be like a combustion because we have just been so intimate and learned so much about each other that it's going to be amazing. I think that that's very good of her. I think that she is learning from her own past, and she's setting things in place, creating her boundaries, and doing things how she wants to do them, and also protecting herself, because we did learn this episode that she said she questions whether he's genuine or not. And I think that's fair. Sometimes when they have conversations, I feel like Nate just says what she wants to hear as opposed to what he really thinks, especially when it came to her asking about, like, do you think, how do you feel about therapy, prior to, something happening? Let's just do therapy. And he was just like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I think that's just him saying what she wants to hear as opposed to what he really thinks. So I think that it's good that she continues to guard herself and puts, different parameters in place so that she can still navigate the relationship and kind of manipulate it at the same time, but for her own benefit. And it's actually, sometimes we always think that manipulation can be such a terrible word, but in some instances it's not, and this one is not. She's doing what she needs to do to protect herself. Like she said, she's a boss. She comes with a lot of things, and she can't just be giving out stuff and not knowing what that other person's intentions are. She's building her own house, and he's already talking about living in it. She offered, and he's with it. So she needs to know that he's with me for real, not just because of what I got, whether that be real estate properties or good vagina. Moving on to our last couple, Justin and Alexis. This episode between Justin and Alexis, it was cute. I will say that I am going to fall on my sword. I will absolutely fall on my sword when it comes to my prediction of them. I don't think that they're going to work. I'm not giving that up. No matter how cute they are, I don't think it's going to work. They asked a valid question at the couples dinner, like, Justin is doing all of this for you. What are you going to do for him? And all of the things that she was saying, I was like, oh, baby, you the man of this relationship. So like I said a couple episodes back, Alexis wears the pants. Alexis runs that thing. She is the man. Justin is sensitive and soft, and he's going to cook dinner, and he's going to watch the fur babies, and he's going to stay home. And that's cute if it works for them. I don't think it's going to work very long. But good for them. Good for them. I do like the way that she's embraced his emotional, sensitive side. He crying, she rubbing his tears, and oh, baby. It's not for everybody. It's definitely not for me. But good luck to them. So this is the end of the honeymoon, and next week we will see our couples move into the apartments with each other and get used to each other. We see some dogs getting into it. We see all kinds of crazy stuff. So in the meantime, you guys go ahead, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let's talk about it. I will see y'all next week.